There you go. Now give it a few seconds before it catches up, so YouTube can catch up.
Got it.
Yep. It usually takes about 15 seconds for us, so we shall see.
Hello,
But anyway,
friends.
there you go.
Hi. Oh, I'm so glad you made it, Margalo.
Hold on. Echo. There we go. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Hi, Liz. Hi, Maxine. Hey, Margalo.
Can you guys hear us okay? And is there an echo? Everything
Yes,
okay?
let us know.
Liz
We
is kind of sick, so she's just going to listen and
oh,
try and stay awake. Oh, we know how that feels,
okay.
don't we?
We sure do. Yeah, I'm still working on that since COVID. It's been rough.
Yay, Margalo says, sounds great to me. Margalo, it's so
Awesome.
nice to see you here. I know you don't do the internet a lot, and if you can't
Yes,
stay for an hour or whatever, that's just fine. No problem. We're just glad you're here.
yes, we are.
Yay.
She actually doesn't do Facebook, and she lives down the road from me. So
Oh,
I'm always so excited, Margalo, when you get to make it in.
yep, she always is.
Yeah, one of these days we're going to meet up. We I tried one time last summer when we were out and about, and we were driving through her town, and I was going to take her a challenge kit just for fun.
Hmm.
But we will do that again. We'll try that again because I missed you. So
How far is down the road from you?
down the road is what, Margalo? You live what, 45 minutes away? Is
Oh,
that right?
that's more than down the road. I thought
It's
you
down
meant
the
right on the.
road. Like for us here, maybe 40 half an hour away.
That's a road trip to me.
That's usually what it is when we go through there.
Yeah. Down
It's
the road
I
means
don't know.
she's like 3 doors down.
Yeah, no. Around here, that's down the road, and that's okay.
Oh,
That's okay. That is a drive. That is one of our drives. How is everyone besides sick? I didn't over advertise this because I thought we might have a smaller party since I'm getting over it, and we always have replay. And then we can all sit and giggle like teenagers and entertain each other. How's that? Violet, that's a lot of pressure on you, isn't it?
yeah, that's a lot of pressure on me. I mean,
Kelly?
I'm not tap dancing anymore. I know that. Hi, Kelly.
Since you broke your ankle last time?
Yeah, right.
So I've got my band-aids on. My when I get sick, my hands do that thing again. And see, this is just healing, and my thumbs do it really bad. So this is not from too many thumbsy upsies. Somebody asked me that once. But they like peel, and then I end up, like doing this when I'm nervous and or when I'm not feeling good, and so I have to cover it with a band-aid. So just so you know. This is because my husband beats me. That's what that is.
Oh, jeez. Now you've put it out there, and I happen to know
Only
better.
my thumbs though. Only my thumbs.
So what do you do? Those thumb wrestling, and he
That's what it
wins,
is.
and
He
he
always
he.
wins. He always wins.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he pokes
see.
me. He pokes me.
Hey, check this out. Maxine is good. She's going to have her second great grandchild.
Oh, that's
Wow,
wonderful. That's
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 awesome.
so awesome. It really is. Congratulations.
Yep,
And I'll tap dance for you. Da, 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 da.
there you go.
Okay, so I want to share something with you. And my camera is going to be upside down. I got a new camera arm and it's articulated. And by the way, thank you for bearing with me while I had COVID last time I was supposed to be live and I had to cancel. I really appreciate that, you guys. I really do. I would like to share with you. So upside down camera. Let's put it this way. Today I haven't been feeling very good still, and I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. And I wanted to talk to you about what happens when we're not feeling good, and it's hard to feel creative, and we're trying to work on a project that is like maybe big, or we're trying to go way outside the box or whatever. And I was talking to my husband and I said, and I just wasn't feeling good. And I said, I'm good at headdresses and I'm good at wreaths. Why don't I just treat this? And this isn't the one we're working on, but I said, why don't I just treat one of these like a headdress? Why don't I just treat it like a wreath? I had already painted this one, and I think I showed this to you last time, and it was sitting with the paint, and I had spread texture out over it. Let's see if I can do that. And then put leaves. I pressed leaves, real leaves, down on it because I wanted to make sort of a green man. And we collect dried mushrooms from the woods, and that's what these are from my collection. And then I had some acorns, and these are just some silk fall leaves, and it's not done yet, but this took me an hour. And I just want to say sometimes we have to go back to what we know, what we can do in our sleep. What That's why I reach for those little tags all the time. Sometimes when you just need to get over that hump and feel like you need some art therapy, if you just go back to something you really know and you're really comfortable with, I'm always trying to go so far out of the box. You guys see the crazy things I do. And sometimes I just need to do something that I can do with my eyes closed. And so I started this, and it was fun. I felt better when I was done. And I mean, I'm still going to work on it some more, but I feel like I don't know what I'm going to do with it when I'm done. But it was completely therapeutic, and I needed to do this. I needed the therapy of it, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe it'll just hang on my door next fall. I don't know. I always think I have to have something when I'm finished that I want to proudly hang on the mantle. Or, I always wonder what I'm going to do with it. So I always try to make projects that I have a plan for. So other than gel prints, which just collect and accrue and stack up. But, sometimes just doing something you're very comfortable with is what you need to do when you don't feel good, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Yeah. Just a thought. Um, and I know we all get stuck. So that's why I wanted to share that. We all have our moments or health stuff. And, that's been the biggest thing, just not feeling good since I've been trying to get better. Um, so this was a fun, quick, easy project, and I'll share a picture of it when I'm finished with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway. Oh, 30 minutes, Margalo said.
Yep. She said
Yeah.
it's inevitable that we get together. Our towns are about 30 minutes apart, and I live in the boonies. Sooner or later, you're going to hook up.
Yes, we will. We will. Okay, I'm ready to get my stuff out here. I know. It's been a minute. Okay. So, what I am going to do here, I've got my mask, and I want you guys to know I didn't do anything to her except I added a little bit more texture paste with a PM Artist Studio stencil with my favorite one that looks like leopard spots. Because remember, I did the goddess, but the lines were so thin, I felt like it needed a little more. So I kind of went in with some of this here and there. And right now, I'm going to take a little sandpaper to it, and I'm going to paint it. And then I'm going to mix up because I want to keep the book page here. But I want to mix up a Duraclear high gloss with a little bit of walnut ink because I don't want to go real dark, and I want to give it a clear coat, but I want to give it kind of a tint. So I'm going to try that. It'll be kind of an experiment. I've done it with other mediums, but not this. And I'm going to go at that. I like to use let's see. I like to use Old English a lot, but Old English is also really dark, and I've mixed this with gel medium to do this in the past, and it does work. But you can't keep it. It separates. So, you keep stirring it, but it is really dark. One year for Christmas, my husband put 3 of these in my stocking because I kept going through it. Because I use it on everything. I put it on furniture when I'm aging it. I put it on, I love Old English, and I'm pretty sure it has walnut ink in it.
I have a comment for you.
Okay.
Christy Meter. She says, "Hey Sharon, here for the first time with you. So excited to finally catch you live. Yay."
Oh,
welcome, Christy.
And Christy, I know who you are. I'm so glad to see you here. Thank you so much for coming. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Yes.
I also did a little texture paste on this in case I want to cut some of these out and add those in layers. So we're going to treat this like a headdress. And I think, first of all, I'm deciding whether or not I need this. Maybe. This is my bag of beans, remember, guys? So we're just going to try to dig in. Going to do it. Digging in. So I need a palette, just a lid or something quick to mix that with, or a little container. My little Greek yogurt container. And all this is walnut ink and Duraclear or in water, which I'm going to mix with a little bit of this. So that can be drying. Probably should have cleaned that cup out. It's a little dirty. I just don't want it to be as dark as just the walnut ink. So, and I want to give it a nice coat. We'll see how that works. See if it mixes even. It might just separate. Might have to keep stirring it. Let's see. I want so when my granddaughter was here for the Thanksgiving break, she broke my 20-year-old glue brush. Remember my brush that I tease about that I've had for 20 years?
Yeah.
It broke finally. She was using it and pressed down pretty hard on it, and it just broke. So now I'm gonna have to find. Yeah, it's doing something weird.
Hi, Diane.
It got hard. Oh, how weird. Hi, Diane. Look at what it did, you guys. It got hard.
Wow.
I don't think I can use that.
Just like that.
Just like that. Might have to use it on something else now. Well, let me see. We just did an experiment, didn't we now?
Let's see. Get something and you might just get like a stain.
Yeah. It's pretty thick. Yeah, I don't want it to ball up around the edges because remember I used a book page?
Yeah.
Boy, that's thick. You guys, look at that.
Wow.
Wow.
Use it for something grungy and rusty, Diane says. Grungy and rusty.
I don't think that's going to save because it's getting harder.
I'm thinking that Sharon just went mad scientist and didn't know it.
I did. And now I know that I can use this on something. Let's, I'm going to go a little crazy here for a second. Look at, it became a paste.
So I wonder how long it will take to dry as it's textured now.
We're going to find out. I'm just going to spread it out on here and set it off to the side so it doesn't go to waste. And then we'll find another way to tint that. Yeah. How crazy is this? Seriously. It was 2 liquids. I wonder how it'll dry, too. I wonder what it'll do.
Sticky or crumbly or brittle.
Yeah. I love mad science. That's fun. So,
Especially happenstance where you didn't plan it out.
well, I'll have to let you guys know about what happened there. So that if you guys want to make your own, we'll, we'll see what happens, right? Wow, that is so super cool. Maybe it would be even cool. I dare not put it on a stencil. Um, so this part goes underneath the mask right here. Whoa. This part is behind. So we'll put that there. And I'm going to mix a little water with it. We'll see what happens. The Duragloss stuff is kind of like the glossy accents, and it does do weird things. It is a weird chemical makeup of things. So all I did was mix that with water. This is probably going to get painted, so but that part goes underneath.
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna go back
That was
and
weird.
let's see.
Let's see. What's that?
Let's see what you did.
What I did
Is you put some Duragloss in the cup.
I did. And then this is walnut ink crystals with water. That's it.
That's it.
That's what it is.
And
So
almost, yeah, and probably like a tablespoon is all you put in of the ink.
immediately,
Immediately, once you started stirring, immediately it started hardening.
right. It turned to a solid. I don't want to waste this. I really want to spread it out on something, but I don't want to put it over a stencil either and have it ruin my stencil. I have some from cutting dice I could use, because then if it gets ruined, it doesn't matter. And then I have these right here.
Hi, Evie.
Hey, Evie, how you doing? I love walnut ink, you guys. It's got the best color. If you don't have any walnut ink crystals, I highly recommend it. In case, I mean, that's that great color you're seeing there. That's walnut ink.
Wow.
And I am guessing that is what's in the Old English to make it that color. I mean, that's what they use in to repair furniture.
Yeah. In fact, I just put some in my Amazon cart because I have a kitchen cabinet that's been wiped down too often and it needs a little restoration.
I've used this with paste before, so it doesn't really matter.
Ooh, Diane's working with
pretty. That's going to be pretty, this, when I'm done, if it's not sticky. Because it's turquoise, so it looks super aged.
Evie says she loves walnut. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm just trying not to waste it here. And then I can use alcohol ink on those if it dries nice.
Right.
It's almost gone. Hold on, guys. I know we're working on a mask. It's
Diane,
getting harder.
So it's drying really fast. Diane says, I'm working on something right now that is definitely not my usual thing. Dare I say it's pretty with even a hint of pink. I'm challenging myself.
Oh
Ooh,
my goodness. I don't
pink.
do much pink either. You guys know that. So I get that. I do.
I gotta say, I kind of got my fill of pink making that hat for Izzy. It was just It took me months. I made 3 of those hats, um, and it took me months because I kept working with different fibers to get it the look I wanted and to get it to be, um, wearable.
It was really cute, by the way.
Evie. It's not Evie, it's Evie.
Evie. Yeah. Okay. I swear this was a side note. A fun one at that. An experiment. We do love a good experiment.
We do. Diane says pretty usually gives me hives.
Yeah,
We don't do pretty. We do grunge. We do bohemian. We do
that's right.
steampunk. We do Victorian.
Yep.
We do whatever falls off the shelf. We don't do deliberate pretty.
No, not at all. Well, I do like my girls, like the black and white photos of the girls, but I really grunge up the whole thing. So,
Right?
okay, so there I'm done. I'm gonna put this to the side. We'll see how it dries. This is gonna be gorgeous if it dries nice. And I was just clearing it off there. Now watch the cat walk across that.
Now back to our usual programming of what she was intending
Yes,
was a
yes.
was a translucent walnut colored um
Yes.
dye or stain to go over her mask. That
Yes.
was
So I guess what I'm going to do instead is this. Here, let's move this so I don't get any of that on there. I had a new one out anyway, so that's fine. Okay, so what I'll do instead is water this down in a different container because it's pretty dark. Um, or let me think. I have other things in this color. So, I'm just thinking because it didn't work, you know.
now, Diane, I know that Sharon and I both are behind. Well, I'm probably farther behind than Sharon on seeing the makers hops, the projects going on.
Uh, you mean for this month?
Well, she says, I don't know if it was part of the hop, but she says her last project on Makers was totally steampunk grunge, and she felt like she needed to do something different. And I know, and I'm thinking I haven't seen it because I'm way
Oh
behind
yeah,
on seeing everything.
I saw it. Um, I'm just looking for a little container here
Yeah.
since I
I'm
use
like
a little
I'm like
container.
Evie though. I like pretty with a lot of grunge. So I like pretty grunge. Yep.
Pretty grunge.
Yeah, pretty grunge. Steampunk. I love steampunk.
I love anything that's a mix of you know of darkness and that's when I'll throw some pink in there. You,
Now see, I'm not sure
if
I
I
like
really dark.
goth.
Well, it's more like grungy, gothy at a bow. It's like a mix of things that I really appreciate, you
And
know?
I don't think I like macabre. That it's like my husband loves Stephen King. Stephen King does not work for me.
No, I don't really
There
like that either.
Yeah, the majority of that sort of thing gives me nightmares. There's some of his that I can read that's okay, but the majority gives me nightmares. And Russ can quote Stephen King. He's that into him.
Yeah, I
Um,
can't do scary movies or that's really hard for me.
but that macabre, that goth, that dark feel that comes across, yeah, that I'm not saying I like pink and pretty, but I don't like to go way over on the other extreme either.
No. Nope, nope.
Well, there you go. That's not too dark.
No, it's not. It's almost not dark enough because it's going to lighten up a little when it dries, and I'll repaint that
Oh,
too. But and I can always put a little bit more of this in because it's like a watercolor almost.
well, Christy, what kind of projects do you like? Let me tell you what Christy said. She says, I've never done a grunge project. I'm really wanting to, though. I don't know where to begin. So what do
Ah,
you like? Do you like making journal cards or graphics or junk journals or just projects like Sharon does? Sharon's very much into 3D projects.
assemblage sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, assemblage. Whereas it's not just a piece of artwork, it's a 3D piece of artwork. So
And I
you
do
have
flat things sometimes, but
oh
for the
your
most
card I
part,
love your cards. And our project with making our own deck of cards, I still have that ongoing.
I do too.
That
I
will be
actually mine are almost done and I need to sit down and just finish them off. I need to finish with the words.
oh,
That's
I'm never going to be done. I have too much fun coming up with new ideas to put on a card. It's never going to be done.
I think it's words and a bit of doodling that's all I have left.
Diane says the face I found for the last project was actually a candle, not ceramic, and it proved to be difficult to work with, painting and gluing down. Ah,
Oh, yeah. You almost have to use wax to do it.
yeah. And
Yeah.
Evie says spray everything with coffee. I like that.
That does work nice. Instant coffee works too. But
Instant coffee is where I was going. I just did
yeah.
some coffee papers and I didn't get what I wanted out of them. And I actually painted the coffee on.
Yeah, I like them dark.
Right. And I like splotches. I don't like just the paper colored. I like
I need to
splotches and
read them with
spills and stains on the paper from the coffee. That's where the instant coffee comes in. You can control it more.
Yeah, unfortunately though, it's sticky. It depends on what you put it on. It can be sticky.
Really?
Yeah. On paper, most of it absorbs. It
Okay, because I was gonna
depends
say
on
I haven't
how
had
much.
that. Right. I only do paper.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah. So I haven't noticed that yet. Hmm.
But um, it should be okay because it absorbs into the paper. Okay, now I'm going to set this off to the side. I ended up going back over it because I'm thinking it's just going to lighten up as it dries. And if you guys weren't all here, you know what I'd be doing? I'd hit it with the heat gun. I would dry it.
You want to hit it with the heat gun? You can go on mute and
How
hit
about
it
I
if you,
mute it and we do that real quick?
yeah, why don't you go ahead and do it? And I'm gonna read
Okay,
what they say. You go ahead and mute and do your thing.
okay.
Yes, Christy, just a journal, just you know what? Just jump in with both feet. This is what happens with me is I overthink it. I want it to come out a certain way. And what I've been learning is just start. Just start and do it. Even if you take a folded piece of paper and take some garbage, scrap, junk mail paper and sew it in there and call it a journal. It's a start. It'll get you started. And then from there, yeah, it's like a jump start and you'll go from there. Um, just paint and paper that can be painted over if you don't like it. Exactly, Diane. Excellent. Nick the Booksmith, Pam at the Paper Outpost, Joy DeFee, who else? Shannon Green, Tanya McGuire, Lisa, My Eclectic Life. I follow all of them and I get great tips from all of them on journals, making journals. Everybody's saying hi. Hi, 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 Evie. Hi, Liz. Hi, Diane. There you go. Y'all are so kind. Yes, yeah, 49 Dragonflies. Yeah, and they use their paper. I love their paper. I am a member of, hi, Trish. I am a member of Graphics Fairy. this past year, earlier this year, I gifted myself a membership to Graphics Fairy, and I'm learning. They have, even if you're not a member, they have a lot of freebie graphics that you can use for book pages. Sea Lemon, she's another one who on YouTube who makes it look so easy. But yeah, Christy, just jump in. Start out if you're scared. Start out. You get those direct mailer postcards in the mail for like change your tires or buy 4 tires or get an oil change or here's this real estate. They're thicker cards and they're almost laminated. Fold
Hi,
one in.
Trish.
There you go. Fold one in half, Christy, and then learn to sew in signatures. Or if you're scared about the sewing, you can go to the dollar store and get these elastic headbands, and you can use those to hold in your signatures. That way you can pull the signatures out and move them around and embellish them or whatever you want to do. Yes, I love Diane. I love Graphics Fairy. I probably will renew. I mean, I'm over there every week getting the new graphics and learning new tutorials. But yep, jump in. Just do it. Just do it.
So, how much do you pay a month for the Graphics Fairy?
You pay, that's why I said it was a gift, and it took me like 4 or 5 years before I could convince myself that I was worth it. That's terrible, isn't it? But yeah, that's me. It was like $79.99 for the year.
Wow, that's a lot.
I'm telling you, ask Diane. Diane can tell you for sure.
I just don't
There,
print enough digitals.
there
And
is
I have
so
so
much to
many on my
learn.
computers already
Yeah.
because I have a friend who I should give her a shout out. I have a friend who has a shop and she actually made some stuff just for us in my old group. And she's just lovely. She's in the UK and she has the best paper dolls and stuff, and they're so cheap. And I have
Ooh. Oh yeah,
all of
yeah,
her
yeah.
collections.
Yep.
And that's Cheryl Lawless. You see her on my Facebook
Mm-hmm.
over at the Torn page. Um, and
The thing with Graphics Fairy that I love is that I have Photoshop, and I love to do my own making my own graphics. So if I want, well, not too long ago, somebody asked me, they had a song that they love, and they wanted the words to the song to be placed inside a heart, and the heart would be about it would go on a nice sized card. She wanted it for a friend, so she wanted the words to the song put within the heart, and so I did it
oh,
all in.
that's
I
nice.
did it in Photoshop, but you could also do it in the Word, Microsoft Word. But
Well,
I
you're the
did it in.
computer genius, so, I'm not surprised.
Right. This isn't, yeah, you don't work with images a lot, and I do.
No, I can't even figure out how to do a digital, and I need to get some of those paper dolls loaded. I haven't found out if anybody printed off the ones that I sent them in the first place to see if that worked. That's what I was hoping for. And all the ones that I gave away, I don't know if anybody printed any. I should.
Oh, Diane, now I've got to get over to Makers and see your arched windows. Arched windows, she
I
says.
love arched windows. I
Diane
actually have a
said
stencil and I have some dies, two different ones.
she said she made them with Lynn Perella stamps. I have to go
Hmm.
see. I love windows.
I do
Joy
too.
DeFee, if Christy is still here,
This is
is
that.
you buffered on me.
Uh-oh. This is that Gotta Deal gold paint that I got, and I love it. It's a heavy body paint, and it's $7 for this big tube.
Holy
I love it.
wow.
It's a nice gold. I mean, look at that. That's two coats.
That's covering that nicely.
It is. It really is. And usually with golds, you know, it's more transparent than you want, you know. Yeah, it is a really good gold. Actually,
You need to put some moss or acorns or mushrooms on there because right now I'm thinking Freddy Krueger.
oh, you just wait. I have some plans. I have
I know you do.
stuff in a
I
tray.
know.
Because this is my spirit goddess, I went through and found things that spoke to me and that felt like me, or that felt like something my spirit goddess might wear. And I
Okay.
know this is wonky, and it's wonky for a reason because I made my crown wonky too. You know, do you remember that?
Yep. Do you come back with the name of that gold paint? Diane wants to know what brand it
Oh,
is.
it is. It's on Amazon. They have a whole bunch of them, and I love the brown. They almost have a patent leather feel when they're done. This is the Gotta Deal, Gotideal. And I mean, really, they are so thick. So far, I have the the pearl blue, the pearl brown, which is a gorgeous color, the gold. I feel like I got another one. I can't remember. I really like them. I've been
Well, it's
reaching.
even as it sits there and dries, it's still holding a good color.
Oh yeah, it really does.
Right?
They're nice on the
Everybody
gel
says
plates.
it looks like an antique gold. I agree there.
Okay, so I'm going to set this off to the side and I'm going to work on this.
Even though they're heavy body,
What's that?
even though it's like a heavy, like a thick paint, it still works well on the gel
Yeah,
plate.
yeah, it works really well on the gel plate because it's a heavy body. So it pulls. It pulls everything. Um, yeah,
Okay.
it'll pull everything that you have down on the plate. It's really nice. So the reason why I went ahead and tested that is because most of that's going to sit under there. And I'm not concerned about it
Mm-hmm.
because I'm planning on painting this. But she's getting kind of a thing right here anyway. And I even pulled out, I got something from Lisa. Lisa Mingus sent me a bird brooch that is absolutely gorgeous for this because she knew I was going to put a bird on the head. And then I've got little bits of happy mail from friends that like the things you sent me. I'm going to add one of those, maybe more. So I decided that I'm going to do my painting today. I'm probably going to cover up all the book page here. I'm just going to keep the book page on the face. But we'll see how far we get. And then I'll add all my little 3D bits will be
Yeah.
significant pieces.
Wow.
Um, that way. I do need to get something out of the way though, because this is a bonus video for Beebercraft. I am using the hashtag for them, and it is a bonus video. I would like to say that if you would like to earn free stuff and you have a channel and you have more than 100 subscribers, I'm going to leave the information below so that you can email them and find
Mm-hmm.
out about their program. Okay.
Hi, Yolande.
Hey, how are you?
She made it.
Good to have you
Yay.
here. Okay, so pay no attention to this. I just wanted to see how it would work on here. And let me see. Color. Because it's going to be a crown. Oh, I did get these thinking I ordered them from Amazon. Probably could have got them at the Dollar Tree, but I wanted them and I wanted them. But I was kind of thinking if they weren't too heavy, but they're heavier than I expected, they might be cool. Like, you know how the Virgin Mary has the, and she's kind of my guardian angel. I thought they might be cool if I put them on like rays. If I can get it open, I mean, I can't get it open. Let me get some scissors.
Yolande says she is good. She's trying to stay warm, and I
Oh,
feel you, woman. It got to a high of 23.
oh,
Well, today's high was supposed to be 26. I don't know if it made it.
Do
but
you
and
have snow?
that's Fahrenheit. No, that's too cold to snow. There's no
Yeah, no,
moisture
I
in
mean,
the
did you
air.
already have snow? It was
No.
supposed to snow here, and it did not. It missed us. I mean, we had a skiff, but not like we missed the snow they were supposed to give us.
Oh, we've had it snow 2 or 3 times, but it was still the ground was still too warm and it didn't really stay long. So,
So
but
I was
no, right now it's
thinking,
just too frigid to snow and windy, very windy. Look at that. That looks so cool.
I was kind of thinking like that.
Wow.
I just thought it would be fun. Um, or if these are too heavy or bulky, I'll just make some flat ones out of cardboard. But I think these look cool. I think they look like the old Virgin Mary sort of religious, you know. Isn't
Yep.
that cool?
Yep.
I
Wow.
they might would go outside and get a spray paint of gold though, because they are and I didn't know they were gonna have glitter on them. Ew.
Too bad you couldn't find any like that with that lit up.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
That would be really cool. Now I also have this, and I was trying to figure out how I think I want to hang some, I'm going to put some trim across here, and I think I'm going to hang some tassels, but I also thought this might be an option to put around, but I don't know, because this is a weird old trim that I have here.
Makes
And
me think of like the old Queen Victoria high neck
exactly
collars.
the collars that look like air filters. Yes. Or maybe just I could trim it out and make it look like that. I don't know, but I thought it was
Oh,
nice.
message for you from Maxine.
Okay.
She says you sent me those doll dresses. I printed them off. They printed beautiful. Sorry I forgot to tell
Oh,
you.
oh,
Very
that's
cool.
wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that.
Oh, I
I
like
wasn't
that.
sure. I kind of think I want to do a point. So this one may or may not make the cut. But it could be up higher and then I could do a point below it. But that's kind of the direction I'm headed. Um, and then I also have these from Beebercraft. And maybe that's my, you know, I don't know. But we'll dress it after we
Yolande wants to
paint.
let me say this so she gets her. Devin
Okay.
Rex for art, Yolande, aka Yolande, wants to know, are you going to wear this mask or mostly for display?
It's going to hang on my wall. It is
Yeah.
my spirit goddess mask.
Mm-hmm.
And that would mean, let me get some sandpaper while we chat. That would mean it's going to be a wall piece. Kind of, you know how I make the art room angels? It's kind of going to go with those. And I just shared one that I made earlier today that's not done, but it's the green man, the forest man. And he's with mushrooms and sticks and acorns.
I
And
love that.
I'm going to lift my camera up just a little. I got a new camera arm and I have the opportunity to lift, and that was why I got it. So I could
Hmm.
zoom and pull away, and I couldn't before. So anyway, yeah, it'll go on a wall.
So suggestions. Diane says you could do a 45-degree angle at the point. And Yolande says you could put one of those Beebercraft medallions in each scallop of the headdress.
That's a great idea. And I also
Ooh.
thought at the bottom, because I think I'm going to put flowers on it. I did get some silk flowers out, and I am going to, and then I'm going to nest some things that are significant to me, like birds. I've got a brass butterfly from the 70s, a little one. I'm just getting off the main points here. Pulling off my paper is what I'm doing. I'm going to have to put a lot of paint on that. I've got some things that that means something to me that I'm putting on there. Old jewelry that I've been hoarding, things like that. I do have some beads that I might end up hanging from the bottom, or winding into the flowers. But it's kind of, I'm treating it like a 3D project, but also like a wreath, like I would, or like a headdress. I make headdresses, so I'm treating it more like a headdress, because that I can do, you know.
Oh, I agree, Yolande. It's yeah, I already love the other one.
So gold, I think,
Look,
or
Yolande says this will be wonderful. I agree.
oh, I hope so. I really hope so. Um, thank you. Thank you very much. I
In
really
the end, it only has to please you, and so
great.
far it's looking beautiful.
So I think I'm going to use the pearl brown, and then I'm gonna, because I've got all this texture on here, then I can go through either with alcohol ink or with gold wax or copper, and hit all that stuff up. But the brown, I think, will be a good background for the other things I want to add. So that's my plan. Um, I know I want to put some turquoise on this. So that'll be, my colors. That's what I should do. My colors, right?
Ooh, Diane says, I found a 3 foot tall woven wicker vase in the shape of a chubby woman. My mind
Oh,
is my mind is already seeing it. I
yes.
have I have no idea what I'm going to do with
That's
it. It doesn't
so
help that
cool.
it's neon green.
Oh, that is so cool. It's neon green though.
Yeah. Well, then
Oh,
you already have an idea of what you're going to do with it just from the
spray
tone of
paint
your
it.
sentence. Yep, you got it. Yep,
Yeah.
just from the tone of your sentence.
Uh,
So you're going to change that neon green to
why
something
is it
else.
neon green wicker? That's unusual. I've never seen neon green wicker. Did someone else paint it? I'm
And maybe
wondering.
you don't want to.
Yeah. I'm wondering, did someone paint it though? You almost have to spray paint wicker too,
Yeah,
because it's so hard to
and
paint.
and if you're going to go neon green, you almost have to do it deliberately, right?
Right. Yeah, that color doesn't happen accidentally.
Yeah, no,
Can you imagine?
that can't be like, yeah.
No, no, that doesn't happen on accident.
You and me both, Maxine. You and me both. 5 feet. In fact, 5 feet might be me bragging. I might be less than that today.
Are Maxine, are you a little person?
She says, when I look in the mirror, I see a 5 foot chubby woman. Me too.
Oh. Well, I see a chubby woman, but I'm just over 5 feet. So
Yeah. And I'm
I
thinking
am actually
I'm
5'4".
you're just bragging now.
Yeah, pretty
Everybody's taller than me. I'll tell you what,
a bit.
I'm an either two I'm one of two things depending on who I'm standing next to. I'm either an armpit connoisseur or a belly button connoisseur. I know them well. I know them well. I
You,
had
you're a belly button smeller, huh?
ugh, I had this company I used to work for. I worked in a factory of women, which you never want to do that, let me tell you, because there's any given day somebody's
Yeah,
PMSing,
yeah.
and that just I have no patience for that. But anyway, one of the supervisors in the plant, and the plant, it was an all open floor concept for the most part. But one of the supervisors that was not my supervisor, she was down at the other end of the plant, but she'd come down to our end and talk to my supervisor, and I worked right next to where right next to the door where he almost always stood. So of course I get up to go out of the room, and she sticks her arm out, grabs hold of me, and she rests her arm on my head.
Oh gosh.
I fit under her arm so that she could lean on me. I'm like, this first of
That's not
all,
very nice, actually.
it wasn't very nice, but second of all, we all laughed about it. But no,
Well,
it
was she
wasn't
your
very.
friend? Because only your friends can do that.
No, she wasn't a friend, but she was a supervisor, and I wanted to work down at her end, so I
You
was
put up
dumb
with
and
it.
yeah, and
Oh,
so but I ended up working down at her end, and it was like, no, we didn't get along. Yeah,
huh. Well,
she was a little too crass and
well,
rough
that
and
was
tumble.
almost harassment.
Yeah,
That was like, yeah. As if she wasn't a friend, that wasn't cool.
no, her son and my oldest son were best friends,
Oh,
but
really?
beyond that, we didn't
Maybe
know
she
each
thought you
other.
were friends.
No, I know better. She didn't think we were friends. It's just her nature.
So it was rude of her to do that,
It was extremely
actually.
rude of her.
Huh.
But
Well,
I'm a very tolerant person. I'm like,
I am too. I have too many patients.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry that that happened to you.
Yolande, I didn't feel shame at all. I just felt sorry for her that it doesn't. I can't be shamed. Let's face it. I'm 5 feet tall. It's a fact. There's nothing I can do about it. Except wear higher shoes, and then I get nosebleeds getting up that high. So we don't do that. um, no, I try not to take on the
Problems of the other people
of
around.
the other people. That spoke volumes about her, and well, it spoke volumes about me, but the only thing that's my business is me.
Yeah.
So, what other people think of me is none of my business until it's in my face. And she
Or
never did
on
it
your
again,
head.
or on my head. And she never did it again because once was enough, and if she ever got near me, I kept my distance, and I would look at her pointedly, so she never did it again. She
She knew she upset you.
sh- well, she knew she crossed a line.
Hmm.
No,
Well,
she knew she crossed a line, so she could, if she wanted to mess with me more, we were done. The problem was solved because I was good friends with the boss, and he really liked me. So, you know but like I said, it's it was at a time when I was going through a lot of bad stuff with my ex, so that was the least of my problems in life.
just don't want to get wet paint
There
on
you go.
this while I'll just
Yeah,
keep switching them out.
where'd your bag go? You had that bag under there.
Bag.
What did you have
Oh,
underneath it?
it's my bean bag. I don't
Right.
need it right now. I
Okay.
It's pretty solid now. I mean, I put that under there when I was covering it, and it's not really necessary anymore. Okay, so now I'm gonna decide. I'll wait to do the clear coat on here. Um, I kind of need to do it now.
Is it stained enough that you're happy with it?
Yeah, it is. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. I just wondered if you were happy with it. I can
Yeah.
absolutely see it.
I just didn't want it to be stark white.
Yeah.
It's almost brown right there, like she's been crying. My spirit goddess probably has been crying. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be putting this on a frame, and I actually have one that is, hold on.
Well, thank you, Yolande. I'm a live and let live type person. I don't feel it's my job to tell anybody else how they should behave. I just leave them alone and let them dig their own grave. It usually works out that way too. But what Maxine said, yeah, I worked in a biker bar, and knew some people. So the thing is that she was one of the biker chicks. So it's like, you pick your battles. And at the time, I was going through some very horrible stuff with my soon to be ex, and what whatever that moment, that not even 5 minutes with her wasn't enough for me to lose my stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not only that, but my supervisor was standing there and he raised his eyebrows because he was pretty
You
protective of
saw it.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody that was looking at us saw it. We, like I said, it was an open floor plant. And so it was like, no, I pick my battles and I'm like my brother. I'm pretty laid back and oh, I love that.
My
And just live and let live. I'm not responsible for someone else's behavior. And it really didn't hurt me. And
that.
it just said more about her than it did about me in my mind. It's like, I could fight her on it, and then we'd have such a difficult time working in the same place
Right.
together on a day-to-day basis. Or I could just go, that's about her, not me, and walk away and make sure it never happened again. And it didn't. But here's the sad thing. Here's what really hurt me. It's like I said, one of her sons and my oldest son were best friends and went to school together and knew each other and hung out together. And within a year, her son overdosed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
And her two boys were her world. I happen to know that her two boys were her world, like my two boys were mine. Um,
That's awful.
so so there's times I'm glad I stepped back and let life take its course. Yes, there you go. See, Maxine, there you go. So
Wow.
you never know.
It's
You just
just,
never know.
that is just, ugh.
Yeah, she fell apart. And of course I wasn't a friend that I could go comfort her, but I would have
Yeah.
in a
Well,
heartbeat.
you're just that kind of person that you
Oh,
wouldn't.
absolutely.
So,
My ex and his family were horrible, and when my ex died, I still called his mother and said, "I'm sorry," and they told me where to go, but that's on them, not me. That's
yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
So I got all these pieces that I got out, and I don't have to keep that point. The other
Here's
thing
the
I could
thing.
do,
Here's the thing. You're going here's somebody help me out here. You're going, I love the stain. I love the gold. I loved what you pulled out earlier to go up there, but now you're pulling out silver and I'm
oh, I
struggling
would
with it.
color it. I would color it.
Okay.
This is another option. Um, to create that headdress. Um, or I could go ahead and put that lace across there and create my point with this. And I'm just going to break out the hot glue gun when I do this. It's going to be a quick job. It should be, at least, if I don't hem and haw too
Yeah,
much.
I'm with
I like
Yolan. I
this.
like that one. Yeah.
I do like that one.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Well,
Evie wants to know, are you going to mix metals? Um,
am I going to
yeah,
what?
mix your metals. Even
Oh,
Diane, well, the gold, the
I do
silver,
too.
whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
even
no.
Diane,
I would probably just use gold and copper, maybe.
yeah.
I don't use silver very often. That's pretty not like me. I do have this one, that is an old trim, an old gimp, that I really like also.
Hmm.
But I like
You
this.
know, if you want the point,
I like this thicker
if you
one.
want the point to be the highlight, if you want the, see, I'm back to that. I love that.
It's old too, and then I could make and just keep my point here and not worry about, you know, not worry about the other. I did kind of want it. Let me see if I can form it here.
That's the one. I like that one.
I do like this one a lot.
Well, the one just before this I liked because then it highlighted your point. But boy, this one It really does blend nicely
And
with
it's nice
everything.
and thick, and it goes with, I mean, it's the right size. It's substantial enough, it's chunky enough. Um, and then I could actually just create my point and let it stick up off that. I kind of like that idea. But then I might want to, if I do that, then I might want to cover this. It could be like a lace and let the gold show through. Um,
Mm.
could be because this is hanging out so low, you know. There's
Well,
no
we're looking at it upside down, so we're not
Oh
getting the
yeah, yeah,
perspective
yeah.
of you. Um,
See,
yeah, Yolande says that the patina piece on top of it is perfection. I love it.
thank you.
Yeah,
I did that with alcohol ink a while back.
yeah,
Or no, I did this one with paint because I did this one in a video to share how. I also have this one that I made with clay, and that one might end up in the flowers on the head.
yeah.
So,
I remember that one because that's what I went back and did the same thing.
and I also have that piece, but I don't think it's big enough. I think it's just too small for. I think this one is from Beebercraft too. That's kind of a win-win-win.
If you want it to be focal, then that one.
The other way would be to.
Wait, I'm gonna take a vote. Who wants to vote with me that too many choices?
Oh,
Too
I
many
know.
choices.
I know. I know. That is what happens in my world. Okay, so I know I want to use these. I know that this is going to go inside the flowers. I'm thinking that this is going to go right here. I think I'm going to put this away. Okay. And then
Okay, Maxine, thank you for being here with us.
Oh, thank you, Maxine. Thank you for coming. Really, I appreciate you.
Oh, and Yolande's got to go too. They both got to go have their dinners. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
yeah.
Thank you
So
so
thank you for being
much.
here.
I appreciate it. You guys have an enjoyable dinner. I could use,
Yeah.
let's see, copper modeling paste through the stencil for the head. That's a great idea. Although I was having a hard time getting modeling paste on these curved, like through a
Yeah.
stencil. It doesn't like to work. The best way to have it work is to spread it on, and then like I have these plastic placemats.
Mhm.
They're kind of rubbery. Spread it on and then press texture into it. That would be the way to go. Um, and that is an option actually. Uh, I have a couple more things on my tray over here. So let's see. Let's see what else I got out. Here's the bird that is going to go on the head, and it's just pinned to that. That's the thing that Lisa sent me to go in my flowers on top, and I love it.
Very nice.
It's big. It's
Yeah.
it's proportionate to the project. So that definitely goes on there. And I'm going to use one of the things that you sent me. Probably one of the little either the frame in the middle, or like one of the frames, or I'm going to use tuck in
Honestly, I made so much stuff I don't remember what I sent you because I
those little
sent it.
those little
Yeah.
dresses. Oh my
Well,
goodness.
oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you got the dresses because I knew you would know
Oh
what to
my
do with
goodness,
them.
they're so cute. You guys, look at these. Look at these little dresses. I even think I have a frozen Charlotte this size. Look at this. She made these. Aren't they
Mm.
adorable? It's tiny.
Finger puppets. Woohoo.
Or maybe so I don't know which one I'm going to use, but we'll get there when we get there with the things you made. Um, and I'm not going to worry about any of these other 3D bits until I get some flowers on there. I do have these really old tassels. They're old curtain things, what they are. And I was kind of thinking like on each side. Maybe this is dry. See that? It's cool, huh?
Oh, that is cool.
It's pretty cool. But it also comes with these rings. And, oh, there's one there. So it's possible that those are part of it too. Because these came from, I don't know, my mom brought them over. And they came from some curtain thing that grandma had.
I was going to say they're curtain poles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And there was this weird wood piece also. Maybe that'll go on Green Man.
I would actually take those and turn them into Dorset buttons. I don't know if anybody knows what Dorset buttons are, but I love to make them.
I do not know what that is.
Google it. Oh, that's cool.
I have a really antique button I've been hoarding that's big and chunky, and that's definitely going on the project. And I was thinking one of these might go underneath on the chin, unless I put it on the frame. You guys saw the frame, right? That was used as a chalkboard in my wedding. And then I used it in my bauble bar for when I did bazaars with Mom, when I did build your own jewelry. So I was kind of thinking maybe I'll use that antique frame because it's done with the paste. It's really old. This is that lace that I have, I was thinking. See how pretty it is? It's really old.
Yeah, but I still like that gold beaded thingy over there.
Yeah. Okay.
I could see that at the neck.
Oh, yeah. It would be much prettier than that gold stuff, wouldn't it?
Margalo has a message. She says, I worked on paper collage today, spent forever trying to make it work, and it just didn't come together. Took it all apart, left for half an hour, came back and did something completely different, and I love it. Cool.
Oh, I'm glad. Sometimes we have to walk away, don't we?
Yep, never give up.
Or just do something we can do in our sleep, like I was talking about, like something we really know, that's easy and, that we've done 100 times.
Well, we've talked about this before. When you do something, even P has talked about this. When you do something and you're just not quite liking it, set it aside. Maybe it's just not done yet.
You just got to walk away sometimes.
Yep.
Okay. So let's just get on to, I'm going to put those little elements aside. We don't have to decide on that yet. I do need to plug in my hot glue gun. I'm going to put these aside because we're going to paint that. All right. Okay, so I have to decide if I'm going to use alcohol ink on this, or because it can be, I mean, not a lot of it's going to show. It is, but it isn't. It's more of a background at this point. And I'm kind of thinking, yes, alcohol ink, because I can tip and do the things, or I could use this. I love this. And then go at it with some gold spray. Let's do it. I just want something fast that gets in all the little crevices and makes that texture pop. It's often why I reach for alcohol ink too. So I'm going to go to my spray box here. I'm going to share, see if this shows on the brown.
Oh, yeah.
And I also have this orange that looks like rust. And then I'll hit it with some gold. Boy, it made the brown look like gold, didn't it? Underneath there.
It makes the whole thing look metallic.
Yeah, it did.
Part of that is the camera is pixelating it a bit, but
Is
man,
it?
that looks, yeah, but it's cool looking.
Well, I have the flowers I picked out to go on this are rusty orange because I wanted to pick colors that were me, you know. Daisies are my favorite flower. And then I've got these green hydrangeas because I just think they're interesting. Um, I don't know if I'm going to use all of them, and I may go back down to the flower bin, but I did choose those ones first, thinking, you know, maybe that was the way to go. So now I need something lighter on here, like gold. Let me get to my sprays here. Let's see what I got over here. Gold. And if this doesn't work, we'll go to the alcohol ink. Or the, yeah. I have the Nuvo mousse, but it would take a long time for me to rub on every one of those ridges. So we'll see. And I need it to be me, you know, like smudgy, grungy.
Okay. Margalo says she has to go. She says she loves where you're going with this
Oh,
mask.
thank
Glad you're feeling
you.
better.
Thank you so much, Margalo.
It's her dinner time too.
All right. Well, we will talk to you soon. And keep an eye on the page because I can make those community posts now.
Yay!
So you
Yeah,
can see what's going on.
right. That's the
Yeah.
best place for you to do updates.
Yeah. Thank you, Margalo. Can I have you tell a joke while I turn on my heat gun?
I don't know any jokes.
Okay, well, tell a story then.
Okay, well, let's see what could. Oh, you know what? We can talk about. I think it was Yolande said she has aphantasia, and I got to looking in that because sometimes I struggle with um visualizing something, and I wouldn't have said I have aphantasia, not like she does. But there are times where unless I close my eyes and think about something, I simply can't visualize it. It just, this is why I call myself a cheater, is because I have to see someone else doing it and then I can see it in my mind's eye. And I wondered about that. I meant to ask Yolanda and I forgot if that's what it would be, because I can't see, I can't. No, I don't. I can't with my eyes open. I can in my dreams. Fran and I have talked about this. In my dreams, I can do all these projects, and I know exactly how I want to do them and how they're going to turn out. And as soon as I open my eyes, nothing goes well. So yeah, I thought it was really cool that she said that she had aphantasia, and then of course I had aphantasia, and then I had to go look it up because I worked in the medical industry and I had never heard of it. And it's like, it is actually a rare condition. It's affecting an estimated 1 to 3%, 1% to 3% of the population. So there, and it says these individuals have no mind's eye, or their imagination is essentially blind. I don't know that I would say I'm essentially blind. But like I can't just sit down and draw a gnome like I did the other day. I had to look at a picture and then go from that. So she said she can't see it even when she closes her eyes. See, I can. If I close my eyes, I can block out everything else, and I can, I can imagine what it is I want to see. But once I open my eyes, it's like I can't take that image from my head, from my mind's eye, and put it on paper. I can't. I have to see it.
I know what I want on here. Rust. Hello. I'm hoping this is dry enough to rust it out.
Did you touch it?
I mean, it's got some. Just want to put rust in a couple places.
I'm glad my husband's not here, because he would have said, "That's what she said." He's a bad boy.
I'm just going to get some of these ridges around the edges.
That's interesting, Liz, that she can't see it even when she closes her eyes, because at least I can do that much.
I read that the other day.
Yeah, and yet if you watch her channel and you watch what she does, it's beautiful. She just has a rhythm, and it's beautiful to watch her create. It's like watching you or Fran. I could just sit here and like leave you alone, let you go at your own flow. It's like something beautiful is going to come out.
Sometimes.
if it's what you, I have
if
the
it's
beholder.
what I had in mind, yeah.
Well, I have the beholder. Like I said, I can't get what I want. There's always something, that I can't quite get. But if I close my eyes, it's all there. If I could just draw with my eyes closed,
yeah,
man, I could make a fortune off my paintings. Right, Diane? I have to go, if I want to draw a gnome, I have to go look at gnomes.
Gnome?
And a gnome, yeah. Yeah, he's a gnome.
Cracking me up.
I do gnomies. I love gnomies.
I made
I have to go.
Go ahead.
Well, one of the journal covers that I want to make is for a tarot book, tarot journal.
Cool.
And I want to put some tarot images in there, but I want to do them. And so I'm looking at some very old copyright-free tarot card images to see, can I either sketch them, or can I actually, I've got some giant erasers. I was thinking maybe I would carve out some stamps.
Oh, that would be fun. I've been wanting
so I could if I do come up with an image, I can reuse it.
I've been wanting to do a carnival style, you remember that from HBO or what? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do, like the freak show carnival style journal. I actually have an antique or an old circus book that's got a bunch of old circus images. But I want like the fortune tellers and the tarot card readers and the, that's what I want. So I've got these layers here, and what I'm doing is concentrating on the layer underneath the first layer. So that's why I'm going where I'm going here.
Diane, do you have the images from Graphics Fairy? Because this is where I'm getting my inspiration for my journals ideas is right now, is from there, as I see the bundles that they have or the tutorials, and I download and save them. And then I'm like, well, how can I use this for what I want? What do I want to do with it? And I know they have some beautiful Alice in Wonderland graphics.
A lot of people have done Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't. I mean, I love Alice in Wonderland. I'm thinking The
Oh,
Wizard of Oz, or wouldn't that be fun?
well,
Um,
and that's
I've
why
seen
it
a lot
took
of
me
that.
off into the land of tarot
Yeah, yeah,
because I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing
no,
steampunk, I'm seeing grunge, I'm seeing goth, but
right.
and I
Not a lot of
see
tarot.
not a lot of and the women I see are like the ones you have, the images you have, which are beautiful and I would include them, but I wanted specifically like the Fool, the Sun, the
Right.
the um the different cards. There's different cards in a good old fashioned tarot deck. And I wanted to use some of the quotes, some quotes or wordage from tarot knowledge.
So, I got my adult children, uh, we have my youngest, my son, who's almost 30, and no, he did turn 30 this year, and my stepdaughter, who is 26. Um, they come every year for Christmas, and my son's
Mhm.
significant other, boyfriend, does too, and they show up in feety pajamas, and it's adorable. I mean, the kids really get into Christmas. And last year, everybody got a tarot deck and a book on reading tarot cards. They all got different tarot decks that were personalized to them. Um, I
Wow.
always get them, like, because they like similar stuff. The kids do, so they all got like an altar cloth, and not that they're necessarily into that, but you know, they like weird stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I got them last year for Christmas.
Wow. Lucky
Yeah.
them. And I want to incorporate also not just tarot, but I want to incorporate moon phases
Yeah, that's funny because they also got
and the mean.
a moon phase. They got Dylan got a moon phase tarot deck, and he got a book on the moon phases last year.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wanna incorporate that into it and blend it together, and I want some of the meanings of the moon phases as according to tarot or Wicca, depending,
yeah,
but something like that, something a little,
or the Green Witch
for
book,
me,
or
I would call it a
whatever.
s
Yeah,
yeah,
like the Garden Witch, or
so,
it's fascinating,
yeah,
I think. Okay,
yeah, it is, it's totally interesting,
and just
and
like
you
that,
have a dirty finger.
I do. I am such a dirty finger girl. I always have a dirty finger. It's either blue or gold, or, you know, that might need a touch more red. Just as soon as I clean my finger, it's dirty again.
The more I look at that, the more it looks like a puppy paw giving you the bird.
I saw a puppy paw the first time I made it too. Once we get everything on it, it won't look like a puppy paw, I promise. It was totally an accident. I'm trying to make it not look like a puppy paw. So what
Yeah,
I did was I
yeah.
made
Good job.
underlayer recipe, and I love it. That is
Mhm.
just totally me. Totally me.
Yeah,
So I
really
think,
brings it out.
so this should be what, like a coppery bronze, and it needs some, because this is my significant um spirit goddess. I think that this is probably copper that needs a patina. What do you think? This top layer.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, now, wait a minute. Bring your mask back in.
I think
Bring your mask back in. Let me
I
now,
think
how much are you gonna hide with the headdress?
well, it's going to have flowers and stuff, so that'll all be peeking
Right.
through, but everything I make has rust and patina. So I feel like it's
Patina, right.
necessary. Yeah. Yeah.
There
I
you
feel like
go.
I feel like it's, to bring in that that turquoise just on the raised edges. Um, just a little on my finger, you know. I even have Nouveau Mousse in the right colors, I think. I know we sprayed it, but that was to define our texture. But now I'm just, if
Mm-hmm.
I just hit some highlights here, and this part won't really show unless I leave the eyeballs open. So I might do that too. Anyway, by the way, that stuff dried and it's okay.
It looks like if I touched it, it would be like really tactile, which I like.
It
I
is
love.
really, there is a lot of texture on it.
Yeah, I love that.
So I do have Nouveau Mousse in these colors. Um, we'll go with that first.
I think that's where I was going to go, the lighter one. See if it.
And then I hope it's not dried out. I have to keep it on these all the time. Um, I'm going to try down here first. It certainly looks like a patina.
I like it.
It's a little wet still. So what I'll do is get this on, and then I'll hit it here and there with these other colors, because your patina isn't going to be one solid color as it's turning. And that'll.
So Diane's working on her project. She says, I can't help myself here. I'm putting touches of Azel Gold for a grungy look on my project. I have to stop to keep it pretty.
What project specifically?
Going back earlier when she said she was doing paper collage. No, that's
Oh
Margalo.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. That was Margalo.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go back to
Look at that. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? This right there looks like a patina. Oh, yes. I just get so excited. I can't help it. It's good with that brown too, because it looks like a bronze or a copper. It looks like an aged copper or bronze. It's such an unusual color. And it didn't look so much like that until I added this, it really, really changed it. Oh, I love it.
I'm loving it. Oh, Diane says I'm doing a pretty assemblage with pink, and she can't
Oh,
cover up
that's right.
pink.
The pink.
The
That's
pink,
right.
right. So you're only putting it on the pads there. You're not putting it on that back piece.
No, I'm
Right.
just putting
Okay.
it because this is rusted. I put rust on the first layer, on the behind layer.
Okay.
And I'm just hitting the texture on here.
Right.
And a lot of this won't show. It'll peek through what I've got going on. Oh, it's beautiful.
I mean, I thought it looked great before, but you're really spiffing it up here.
It's just coming to life. This is making me very excited.
I don't have any of that Nouveau. I
Well,
think
I really think there are other options. For a while, I was telling everybody about it, and the problem with the Nuvo, I have had it for 2 years, but every 6 months or less, I have to go in and add water and remix them all.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Because I got too many colors, and and we did the video where we
Right.
used
And I
them.
did get
I just
some I
yeah,
did get some wax. I did get some Gilder's wax,
I
which
just don't use them enough. That's all. And I ordered too
yeah.
many colors. I thought I would want so many colors, and I should not have ordered this many colors, you know?
That just means you need to get back on the table and do more. Ha ha ha.
I definitely do. My room is overflowing, and everybody's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I'm like, "Ugh," you know, like, I mean, sounds
A
nice,
cup.
but a professional organizer.
Well, how about a couple old suitcases for storage?
I have lots of those. I collect trunks. I have a stack of antique suitcases with fabric in it in my room here. I don't have room anymore. I do need to get that. Look at all that gorgeous texture. Can you see it? Look at that.
Isn't that
Ooh.
lovely?
Okay, so I do have that blue thing that Bill brought home, and I put one in. He brought home two from work, and they're the parts bins. What I want though first is the plastic bins that fit inside of them, which they have on Amazon, or they might have some at the Dollar Tree. But I want all the same color, and I want to use them like drawers because I think things will get lost in the back because they're long and skinny, right? They're made for screws and stuff. I'm just going to use this in a few places. Oh yeah, this is drying out. Um, I don't want to bring that up until I know, until I can do that because it's going to take up room, you know. And so
Hmm.
that's on my Christmas list, I guess.
Diane says I have. Oh, there's a horrible echo.
Uh-oh. I don't know
Ooh, where
why.
did that come?
I haven't
Oh, I
changed
don't know.
anything.
That's bad. I'm sorry.
I can't hear anything.
Oh no, you wouldn't hear it. Um, okay, she says I have sets of colored waxes from 20 plus years ago, and they are still good. They are like small watercolor
Wow.
trays with lids. Oh, so cool.
These are water-based, so you can use them like a watercolor. Um, so what kind of wax are they? I'm curious. I've even moved to putting I got press and seal just for these, and I'm still having to put water in them. How far over
Hi,
have we
Liz. Are you back?
Hey,
You're
Liz.
an hour and a half.
Okay.
I don't know how far you want to go, but you're an hour and a half.
Okay. Well, I'm into what I'm doing at the very moment, but
Very cool. She says she'd have to go get them to answer your
yeah,
question.
well, just later. You don't have to do it right now. I'm just
Yeah.
curious if there's a brand on them. Okay, so there we go. I've highlighted. I've given it some rust on the back layer. It's got a patina on the front layer. So it's like the back is iron and the front is copper or bronze. And there we have it.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I
so
think I
pretty.
fixed it, Lives.
Oh, the
But there
echo?
was an echo there. Yeah, there was an echo for like
Where did it
10
come from?
seconds. I don't know, but I went over to YouTube, and because I watch on YouTube and StreamYard, and I went over to YouTube and it was way behind.
Oh, I see.
So I noticed when I clicked on live so it would catch up, echo went away. I don't know where it went. I wish it were that easy with Fran
Huh.
because it's been horrible. I mean, I feel so bad ruining her streams.
Well, it's not. You're not ruining anything, are you? I mean, come on. You're you're wonderful. You can't ruin anything.
I am wonderful.
You
Well, it
are.
no. Even I can hear the echo, and it's disturbing to me. To listen to myself once is enough, let me tell you.
Well, I didn't hear the echo, so I also have.
Um, even see, Liz understands. She said even Fran's is bad, and she thinks it's her mic. Well, we think we figured it out today, Liz. Um, Fran's husband helped a great deal. He agrees with Mariah and I that she's using her Kindle and the mic and the speakers are within the Kindle and they are bouncing back and forth off each other, causing the echo that she can't hear, but all of us can. So he ordered her a um, separate microphone, which helped.
Oh,
But
that was
if
nice
she
of
has,
him.
yeah, it's one of those ones clips to your lapel, so it's really
Uh-huh.
cool. But the problem is that she has to plug it into her Kindle, and once she does that, then her sound disappears and she can't hear me.
Oh, oh. Well,
So
how
I
are they
think Ian,
gonna-
well, I think Ian figured it out. He loaned her his gaming headset and because he's a gamer and he has a headset, headphones and microphone together,
Uh-huh.
and he loaned her that and it was great. So now they've ordered one and I think she just told me a little while ago that it will be here tomorrow. So come Monday, look at that. That looks great. And then the medallion over, or then the
I'm looking for it.
okay. So come Monday, hopefully we will test this tomorrow once it shows up, it's delivered. Ooh, what do you think about adding that medallion? Hmm.
Well, we don't have to add the medallion. I was just thinking then maybe I could keep my point
Yeah.
with the trim, you know. Or I have this piece.
Ooh.
I could just take that off in the middle and then
Mm.
I almost want to stand up. I'm having a hard time seeing it.
Yeah, I'm not
I could
seeing
just
it.
miter it.
Yes, if we will and here's the thing, Monday I'm stretched, so I should be back. I have to go run errands with my husband. He took the day off so we could take care of some
Oh,
banking issues, and I'm going to run errands with him and hopefully I don't know, I like it without a medallion. Is that wrong?
no, that's not. Or just the medallion.
No, I like that other piece better.
Okay. Well, then
That
let.
looks too much like 1930s. If you put the medallion back, it really
Well,
looks
I'm gonna
great.
add the medallion somewhere, but I'm not
Oh,
exactly where. So I'm just gonna miter this at this angle.
I know, Diane, you don't hurt my feelings. I know I hear it too. And
What?
it's not it's past annoying and it's downright disturbing to me to hear myself twice like that.
Oh,
Um
an echo. Is it back?
oh yeah. No, yours isn't. No. No,
Okay.
it's
So
not here. What do you think? See, that's what I was thinking. Liz says I'd put the medallion in the flowers. Yeah.
yeah, or at the base of the other pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is run this way, and then I'm gonna put something else right here, whether it's another piece of this that goes down below, or a piece of that other stuff that I like,
Yeah.
and just create like a, so it's like a full Vegas showgirl, you know. Okay, it's
Cher
time.
and Bob. It's a Cher and Bob Mackie. Yeah. Remember how he used to dress her? Oh my lord, she was beautiful in those.
I was named after Cher. It
No.
seems like I would follow her, but no. Yeah. Okay, the heat gun is unplugged. I cannot use it again because I plugged in the
Okay.
hot glue gun. Got my little cordless hot glue gun there. Okay. And we are making decisions, kicking ass and taking names. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I cussed. What? I'm a grown-up. What?
Yeah.
It ain't made for kids. It's not made for kids. Okay. So this goes this way. And I need it about yay long. Just guessing. Something else is going on the side anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to have to stand up to put this on correctly. And maybe we do need to bring back our... Of course, I don't want to glue it to the bag. That would be terrible. Oh, it would be awful. Okay, so we are mitering.
There you go.
We are mitering. And it's okay if it's a little wonky too, because, you know, I like wonky.
Yeah.
So, because I made the crown wonky, like on purpose. So that'll go up all the way. I think I need to take this a little bit further. And I have all these little pieces everywhere. Yeah, just like that. And maybe this is where's that other trim? Maybe this one goes here. Why not? Maybe first. Ish.
Train.
Yep, sure is.
She said she put the name of the waxes above. Let me see. Oh,
cool.
They are metallic rub-ons by Craft Tea Products Incorporated.
I have never heard of them.
Don't know if they're still available. So you'd have to read it. It's CRAF. Craft, CRAF-T Products Incorporated. Okay. Metallic rub-ons.
Let's check it out.
Lots of different colors, you said? What'd you say, 20 colors or so?
They're probably not available anymore if you've had them for 20 years, though. So I only need it like right there. All right.
Colored waxes from 20 plus years ago. Oh, not 20 colors, but from 20 years ago. I'm
doing it. I'm gluing. I got the hot glue gun out.
Okay.
It's a problem.
All right. Okay. She says they are sets of 7 colors, and she has 2 different sets.
I have never heard of that company. Did they sell anything else?
Well, let's go do a search.
Yeah, I'm curious.
And we can still find them on Amazon. They look like little watercolor trays.
Oh, well, that's weird.
They look like a tray, one strip of watercolors.
I don't know if that'd be big enough for my uses. The way I use stuff, you know? I mean, I go through some product.
And there's 7 colors per tray. Non-toxic. We like that.
Sometimes.
And you can buy there's 4 there's 4 sets, and you can buy all 4 sets or each individual set. Nice colors.
How much are they?
The individual sets are usually $9.88. They're 7% off right now. Of course, so many things are. And what I learned in the last couple days is you got to look and see if there's a coupon. Aha.
You can also
No, there is.
buy coupon. I've never seen a coupon, but I always look and see if there is anyone else selling them at a lower price because that's
Right, exactly.
or from the
Well, I
Amazon
just bought
warehouse.
a little desktop cool mist humidifier, and there was an $8 coupon with it.
Oh, really?
In fact,
Where? How did
yeah,
you find the coupon? I'm curious.
it's in the listing. When you read the description and the listing, it's in there.
Really?
If there's a coupon, it'll be there. You'll see it. It
That's
might be small
funny.
print, but it's there. Um, so for one set of 7 colors is what did I say, 9.19. If you bought all 4 sets of 7 times 4 is how many? 28. Um, they are not, and this is the best price because I use a best price app.
Hmm.
So it's free with Prime, free shipping with Prime, and it's $37, which comes to $9.25 a piece. So you're actually for 6 cents less per.
Look at you mathing and stuff. You just confuse me.
If it goes over, if it's more than 10 fingers, we're done.
Mathing all over the place.
Yeah. So it probably for the deal, it'd probably be better if you wanted all of them to buy them individually.
I also have these. All right, let's see.
Trish fell asleep. Aw, I'm so glad we could bore her to sleep. Hey,
Oh.
I'm useful in all ways. I have talents I didn't know I had.
So let's see. So I'm standing at my desk now, so I can actually see above down onto the project.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I've got to get my wire cutters out. Let me find them there, so I can see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna kind of lay these out, and I'm
We will
probably not
see you
gonna
Sunday,
finish them.
Liz. Bye.
Thank you, Liz. You have a great
Yeah,
day or have a great night. And we'll see you Sunday. Well,
she
that's
was
tomorrow,
back and
isn't it?
forth. Diane says she has colonial, Nubian, olive, deep gold, gunmetal, brass, and then the other one she has is blue, purple, copper, silver, ruby, emerald, and gold. Well, I like the first one better. It has cool names.
I found that with my Nuvo mousse, I didn't end up using all the colors I thought I would use. Like I found I really just used the gold and the black and like there are colors that I just reach for more often
Right.
already. Yeah. So
I'm not a pastel. I mean, I'll work with
no,
it, but I'm
me
not a
either.
pastel, pretty and pink type person.
Yeah, me either.
I end up, here's the thing, everything I do ends up getting dirty or grungy. So, hey, let's start with grunge.
Yeah, I like my basic
It's
metals and not silver.
yeah,
Brass,
yeah.
bronze, copper, gold. Yeah. So daisies and poppies are my favorite flower. And these kind of look like poppies. I don't know what these are, but they're orange. They might be poppies. I'm not sure. What are these? Do you know? They're in clusters, so they might be more like a hydrangea.
Um, or azalea. They're similar.
No idea. Um, so I'm
Diane
waiting.
says these things are what she used on the steampunk mask that she made for the trash challenge on Makers. Oh, now see,
What
that one
thing?
I did see. The steampunk mask. Oh,
What
the
things are
waxes.
things? Oh, the waxes. Okay. So what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, the
thinking
wax.
is I would start adding my flowers and deciding kind of where those go, and maybe they go behind a little bit, and that's how I attach everything. Um, I was kind of thinking I was going to have to make some little brackets that I was going to glue
Mhm.
inside here, and just like little tabs, and then
Right.
glue. Yeah. Um, but I think I'm going to do something kind of more even. And I don't usually do even, I'm more asymmetrical, but with the flowers, I'm thinking that's going to be the case. Like have them hang down on each side like this. And
Do you
like
have some greenery to stick in there?
I do. Um, I also didn't go through all my flowers. I did this on the way, you know. I have these big pieces and I have the green flowers that I like too.
Mhm.
Um,
That's a
hydrangea, right?
hydrangea, thank you. The mouth wouldn't
Yeah.
work. Words are hard. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking I might pull apart because I'm going to use the daisies as a favorite. I was thinking I might pull apart some of these green hydrangeas and kind of tuck those in there and then add a daisy like that. But
I love that.
I'm just laying it out
Yeah.
first,
I'm loving that.
just to lay it out first.
What do you remember, Evie?
What?
Evie says, "Okay, I remember." I don't know what she remembers. Are
That's
you
scary.
caught up, Evie? I don't remember what you remember.
You can only know what you know.
Yeah, and you don't know what you don't know until you know
That's
it,
until
right?
you
And then
know.
you go, "Oh, I didn't know that." Right?
Right.
Right.
So I'm trying to decide. I want to lay it out first because I'm trying to figure out how much of that I want to cover, how high I want that, how I want to address this part right here. Plus I have these
You
pieces
come
that are. Go ahead.
you're coming up on 2 hours. You're at
Okay.
an hour, 52 minutes.
Okay.
Just
So
letting you know.
what I will do, I'm laying this out so you guys can see kind of what I have in mind. And do you
Mhm.
guys mind at all if I finish this off camera?
Or
Or
should she wait
or
and come back
should I
in
have a
2 weeks?
special event on like Monday or something? Because I'm not gonna want to wait on this. It's gonna like eat at me because I feel like she's almost done and I can see the end in sight. So what do you guys think?
Okay, my Monday is I've got to run errands in the morning and then stream with Fran in the afternoon.
Uh-huh.
But if you finish this and throw this out for the evening, then I'll have time to watch. But
Okay.
now wait, that's my opinion. Diane says an actual event would be nice.
Okay. So you guys actually want to watch me put it together. Um, and that means, oh, I think I'm going to put your little hearts right there. That's what I'm
Oh,
going to
aren't they
or the
cute?
little
They so little.
or the little flowers right there. I think the flowers. Nope, I think the hearts.
When I made those, I was making them
Love
for
them.
journal cards and I put a pearl bead in the middle.
I remember when you made these. We were talking about these
Yeah.
actually. Yep,
Mhm.
those are going to
I
go
put
there because
beads in the
these go
middle.
here with them.
There you go.
Okay, so then we will do an event. Um, or maybe Tuesday night. How do you feel about Tuesday night? Um,
Tuesday night.
or I could just make a video. I mean,
You could do a premiere.
I could do a premiere.
You could do a premiere and then you're in the chat with all of us.
Mm-hmm. Is that okay
Okay.
with you, Diane? If
That
I do
works for
a premiere
me.
this week? Because I can see the end in sight here, and I am rocking on this, and I am like feeling it.
And I really want to encourage her to keep going when she's got a flow going, because when she gets done,
Yes.
she's going to sit down and be exhausted. So I'm saying we're going to say good evening. You're going to go and start recording for a premiere. And that way you can talk your way through it. And then when we watch it Monday or Tuesday, however you want to do it, Monday or Tuesday night, then you can be in the chat with us.
Okay,
And yes,
I shall do that if that works for you
yes.
guys. Okay, all right. Well, then I will do that. I'm going to try to get her finished up either tonight or in the morning. Oh, not in the morning. It would be I'll work on her tonight, and if I don't get her all done tonight, I'll finish her Monday morning.
Monday, yeah, Monday or
Um,
Tuesday, she'll let us know.
yeah,
She can post in my group. She can post in Makers that there's a
yeah,
follow-up.
yeah. Okay.
Yay.
Well, I'm gonna work on
Okay.
this then. And you guys
Okay.
all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for everybody that came, and this was really fun. I got lost, and I appreciate you uh, letting me do that and not and realizing I wasn't going to look at chat. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, and thank you, Violet. You're amazing, and I couldn't do this without you.
I'm so glad you found the energy to play.
Yes, me
I really
too.
am.
Me too. All right.
Yay.
Well, I'm gonna turn my camera on then, and I will talk to you all soon.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Have a safe and happy weekend.
Good night, John boy.
Good night, John. Yeah, right. You threw me there. You threw
Good night.
me.
Good night, Violet. Good night, Evie. Good night, Diane.
Good night, Good night, Diane. Good night, everybody who's lurking. Bye.
Bye.